vertical runs that dish out some contact. Did it carry a little more weight during the course of the possession, do you think?
Of course, it's a mentality thing. I mean, and with how hard our running backs run, just constantly like grinding out games, 3-yard gains turning into 7-yard gains in the fourth quarter. It's just a mentality thing, and it just shows, the type of effort and again strain that we all have.
We talked to Chop just now. He's talking about Theo Johnson's speech in the locker room, really centered around like love for Coach Franklin. What was that message like? How did you kind of handle that, and what was James's reaction to it?
Yeah, I mean, it was really just talking about, how after every game, Coach Franklin stresses and talks about how much, he appreciates and loves all of us. But, Theo was just talking about, we don't really get the opportunity to show Coach our appreciation. I mean, obviously, going out on the field and executing is one way, but for us to verbally, show our appreciation to Coach, it doesn't happen very often. So, Theo was just letting it know that, we appreciate all the hard work that, not only Coach Franklin and the staff puts out, and that is definitely, not overlooked.
What did you guys, as an offensive line, say to Bo when he came in, if anything?
He just said, we got your back. I mean, again, Bo's earned our trust, from the moment he stepped in to this team. I mean, just by the way he works, again, his work ethic. And, at the end of the day, we just told him, like, listen, like, Drew's out, you're in, and we have your back. We're going to do everything we can for you.
After he came in, you guys ran the ball 17 straight times. I mean, did you feel like things were opening up with him being able to use his legs, or did you feel like you were starting to be able to lean on the defensive line a little bit more?
What did lean on the defensive line?
Get some more movement at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, I mean, honestly, like from my perspective, I get a play call and I just go out there and try to execute it to the best of my ability. So,
what do you think you've learned from?
For you? I mean, I know there was a lot of talk about what you were going to do a few months ago. Now that the season was it blown by pretty quickly?
Something like thinking about it now, game 11. It feels like it's gone by a little bit quick, but I definitely, took this year as an opportunity to, embrace every week and embrace every game. So it's been a very steady week, a very steady year for me. And I think like last year, I know that with my first year being a starter, that definitely flew by, and I acknowledge that. So I made sure, during, at least after every game, I stay out a little extra longer, say what's up to my parents, say what's up to fans, and really just take it all in.
What do you think you've learned from? Go for it.
It seems like you're out there for a really long time today. Afterward, what was that like for you? Who did you talk with? What did you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's the last game at Beaver Stadium for the season, so. Obviously, I took pictures with, being a senior, you take a bunch of pictures with the other seniors. Then I went over to my parents, took some more pictures. Then, I was just showing my appreciation to the fans. I mean, I say this a lot, but, we're so incredibly blessed to have fans, show out every week so consistently the way they do. I mean, to show up to a 12 p.m. Michigan game, in like 45-degree weather, I mean, it takes a certain type of fan, and for us to consistently get that, love and appreciation, it's the least I can do after a game, just to, go up to fans and just, take a picture, sign whatever, and just, show my love.
Yeah, Lou, a few weeks ago, James talked about the importance of finishing off blocks and finishing off plays with a physical, nasty demeanor. Those were his exact words. How much did that mentality play into today's game with the goal line touchdowns that the offense scored? So like when you finish off a block, like really finishing off the block, till you hear the whistle, finishing plays with a nasty demeanor, not just kind of stopping halfway through. With the goal line touchdowns that the offense scored, finishing those blocks, keeping the momentum going so that, maybe a little bit of movement makes a big difference when you're at the 2 or 3 yard line.
Yeah, that's a mentality thing. I mean, when you're on the goal line, obviously the defense knows that, that's the last line of defense. And for us to, be in a formation where, 99% of the time it's going to be a run, and to go out and execute it in a nasty fashion, it's a mentality thing, telling defenses, like, look, like we're running the ball and you're not going to stop it. So.
What do you want your legacy to be, or what do you feel your legacy is now that it's your senior day? And
for me personally, just being a senior and a captain, I just want to leave this team in a better standing than, you know, how I came in. You know, and that starts with my position group, and then leads out to the offense, and leads out to the entire team. So, you know, for me, and in terms of any legacy, again, it's just leaving the team in a better place than I found it.
Do you feel like you've done that so far through 11 games this year?
I feel like I have. Yeah.